Hello and welcome back, friends. In today's episode, I will be showing you the updates of the kiwi plants that I have grown from the seeds. So, here are the plants. Now it's almost at the end of the winter season here in my country, and I will be transplanting these kiwi plants that I have grown last year, and I will be transplanting them into the ground. If you are not sure about where to transplant the kiwi plant, just transplant the kiwi plant into the sack like this, which is around a feet tall, or it is a 25 kilogram rice sack. It is just filled with the compost and the garden soil. It is good for a couple of years. After that, you can just transplant them into the ground. Here is my brother, and down there is my father. They have fixed the location and they are transplanting the kiwi plant into the ground. They have dug the pit filled with compost. They removed the outer sack and just placing the whole of the kiwi plant into the garden. And here it is ready. And I have learned all of this gardening skill and these things from my father. I just love him. He's a great man. If you know the fixed location to transplant, just then follow this process. But the base of the plastic like this, transplant it into the garden. The roots can grow deep down into the soil, and the rest of the plastic can just protect the plant, and the roots will be intact inside this plastic, so the plant can grow faster. So here I just made a pit like that and just put some compost, and now I just planted that plant inside this pit and just covering with the bamboo from all sides. You can see I have protected it, and the plant is almost ready. So I'll show you how I remove the base of the kiwi plant. Just you need to cut the base of the plant, the plastic portion, with a sharp blade, and just be careful that you do not cut the roots that are grown at the base of this plastic. Just remove the plastic carefully. Just place the plastic and everything, the plant, just like that into the soil, and it will be ready to grow on its own. So cover them very well, make them form in the ground, and just put the water thoroughly so that the whole mud and whole the pit is completely wet, and the roots can absorb good amount of water from the soil. You need to give them a lot of water because they need a lot of water to grow. So here you can see that I have used at least a couple of bucket in each of the pit to make them thoroughly wet, and they can transplant into the soil very well. You can see in all the places I have given them enough amount of water. So at this moment they might seem dead. You don't see any leaves, not good amount of leaves. Just you can see the stem only, but it's fine. They are they don't need leaves at this moment, but eventually you will see the number of leaves. So checking after 2 weeks, you can see here number of leaves has appeared at the tip of the plant. So I told you, you don't have to be worried in the beginning, but eventually the good temperature and good water will make them grow very faster. But some of the plant are just still, adapting with the ground soil, and they are just getting themselves ready for next stage. And here you can also see that it just has started growing the new leaves, and that is I am walking around to make the video. And some of the plants has not grown any leaves. They are just seen like before they were transplanted. So just no worries, they might take little time, but eventually they will grow new leaves. Just give them some water in a periodic interval, and some compost fertilizer. That will work. So here also you might not see any of the growth, but if I zoom in, you can see a little bit of sprouts coming out from their nodes. Every leaves has a node, and that grows very well later on into a new branch or the new stem. And checking after a month, you can see, I told you, it will definitely grow. You can see number of beautiful leaves and the sprouts. And you can also see over here beautiful leaf, beautiful healthy leaves, and the plant is also quite healthy. They have started growing. Over here also I'm checking every of the plants, and they are growing, doing very well. So once they are transplanted into the ground, you don't need to take much of the care. The only thing you need to do is just remove the weed from the base, and they are almost, I mean, on their own, and they can grow pretty much very well. You can see beautiful new growth has seen. Its color is almost red, or totally red, and it looks pretty much beautiful. And I'm quite satisfied with the new transplant and the new growth of this plant. You can see the big leaves, big giant leaves, and you can see number of stems has also appeared from the base of the plant. The plants are really doing good so far, and I'm quite satisfied with the result. So let's check after 2 months. You can see it has also even grown more taller. It's more than 2 feet tall, and you can see a number of weed is there, but still I have, removed the weed from its base, and it's growing on its own. The bamboo sticks are there to protect it from, animals and those things from eating the plant. And you can see the healthy leaves, the new sprouts coming out of them. And since this plant needs support to grow taller and taller, you can see over here the plant has already started, taking the support of the bamboo to go higher and become more taller. You can see number of branching down there, and the broader leaves, broader healthy leaves, and the plants. These kiwi plants are doing really great so far. So checking after 1 year, you can see huge number of branching with number of leaves. The video quality is not that good, but still you can see that how well the plants has grown over here. You need to give them support so that they can grow higher, and they can grow taller faster. If you don't give them support, definitely they will take more time to go higher on their own. So if you give them support, they will grow faster. So here you can see this plant needs some support, which I will give them later on. So taking other plants, they are doing pretty good over here, and you can, some leaves are eaten by the insects, and you can see how tall this plant has grown with the support. You can see it has climbed over the wire, and still it is growing higher and going further more taller. So this plant is also doing great so far. So checking another plant, you can see it has grown vigorously at the base, and slowly it is rising itself upward. So so far all of my plants has grown very well, and I'm quite satisfied with the result, and they are doing pretty well. So if you want to know how I have grown them from the seeds, just click the link below in the description. If you have any queries, let me know. I'll be more than happy to answer them. And so if you like my video, please do share it, give it a thumbs up, and please don't forget to subscribe for more interesting videos. Thank you, and see you again.